Have you ever been there? Just trying to pick out a new tool or some gadget, and you're just drowning in a sea of specs and buzzwords. It's overwhelming, right? Well, what if I told you there's a really simple way to cut through all that noise? A framework to understand what any object is really all about. It's kind of like learning a secret language, the language of things. And trust me, once you get it, you'll start to see everything a little differently.
I mean, just look at any of these tools. A wrench, a drill, a saw. Their basic job is pretty simple. But the market is absolutely flooded with tons of different versions of each one. You've got heavy ones, light ones, cheap ones, super expensive ones. So how in the world do you know which one is the right one for you?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How are you supposed to make a smart choice without needing an engineering degree? It feels like it should be complicated, but the answer, it's actually surprisingly simple. It all boils down to understanding the difference between two key ideas.
And here they are, features and characteristics. This distinction is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Think of it this way. Features are the what, the physical, tangible parts you can literally point to. Characteristics are the how, the way an object performs because of those features. So really, it's just the difference between what it is and what it does.
All right, so let's dive into features first. These are the basic building blocks of any object. They're the undeniable facts, the things you can see, you can touch, and you can measure.
So, the most basic feature of all is its material. Is it made of steel, aluminum, plastic, maybe wood? That choice is never random. It's fundamental, and it gives you a huge clue about what the object is for and how well it's made, long before you even know what it does. Next up, we've got shape. Is it round, square? Is it designed to be ergonomic, to fit perfectly in your hand? You know, its geometric form isn't just about looking cool. It's a critical feature that decides how you're going to interact with it.
And of course, there's weight. Now, it might seem like just a number on a spec sheet, but think about what that number implies. Heavy can mean sturdy and stable, right? While light suggests portable and easy to handle. It's a simple feature that totally shapes the experience of using something.
And yep, even color. It's so easy to just dismiss it as window dressing, but color is a feature that does a ton of heavy lifting. It's used for branding, for safety coding, like red for stop, green for go, and for just plain old emotional appeal. It's a feature with a very clear purpose. Okay, so we've got our features: material, shape, weight, and color. Now, what happens when you put them all together? Well, that brings us to the next level, characteristics. So if features are the what, characteristics are the how. It's the performance that you get because of how those features work together. Let's take durability, for example. An object isn't just magically durable. That durability is a characteristic that comes from its features, like being made of thick steel instead of thin plastic, or having a solid, heavy design. It's a direct result, a performance quality. Or how about efficiency? This is a huge one for pretty much any product we buy. An efficient object gets the job done using the least amount of energy or time or effort. And that doesn't happen by accident. It's a direct result of features like a really high-quality motor or a sleek aerodynamic shape.
And then you've got versatility. Think of a Swiss Army knife. Its versatility is a characteristic that's born from its features, having a whole bunch of different tools, being compact, and being made of a material that's both lightweight and strong. It's designed to adapt.
Okay, now for the fun part. We've got the definitions down, so let's connect them. Let's see how specific features create specific characteristics with a few everyday objects. This is where it all clicks.
First up, the classic electric drill. It's the perfect example. Let's put on our new glasses and see what we find when we apply this framework.
Okay, so what are its features? The stuff we can actually see and feel. Well, it's got a robust, solid design. Inside, there's a powerful motor, and it's shaped with an ergonomic handle that's easy to grip. These are the tangible what's of the drill. Now, let's connect the dots. That robust design, that gives it the characteristic of being durable. The powerful motor, well, that results in powerful performance. And that easy-to-grip handle, it makes it user-friendly. See how that works? The features directly create the characteristics you actually care about.
Let's try another one, something totally different. A safety helmet. It looks simple, but it's a perfect example of this in action.
So let's look at its features. The most obvious one is that rigid outer shell, usually made of some kind of super hard plastic. Then on the inside, you've got adjustable straps to get a nice, secure fit. And you see those little holes? That's a key feature for ventilation, for comfort.
And each one of those features translates directly to a crucial characteristic. That rigid shell,
It provides the characteristic of high safety. The adjustable straps, they create a secure adjustable fit. And the ventilation holes, they lead to the helmet being comfortable to wear. Again, the what totally determines the how. Okay, one last example, and this one's a little more complex. A computer motherboard. It might look like a tiny, confusing city, but the exact same logic applies. So if we're looking at its features, we see tons of integrated circuits. That's the brains of the whole operation. We also see a whole range of different ports for plugging everything in. Memory, graphics cards, all that good stuff. So what characteristics do these features give us? Well, all those integrated circuits deliver its main characteristic, high functionality, the ability to do complex things. And all those different ports create another key characteristic, efficient performance, because they let all the computer's parts talk to each other really, really fast.
So here's the big takeaway from all this. Once you learn how to separate what an object is from what it does, to tell the difference between features and characteristics, you have the power to make much smarter choices. You stop just buying a list of specs, and you start actually choosing the performance you really need.
So before you go, try it yourself. Just pick up your phone. What are its most important characteristics to you? Is it the speed, the camera quality? Now think about what features, the screen resolution, the type of processor, the size of the camera lens create those characteristics. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.